Members of Altona's newly formed Accessibility Committee took to the streets Tuesday in an effort to gain some first-hand experience into some of the barriers faced by those with disabilities every day. With the use of wheelchairs and ear and sight restrictions, the group navigated downtown sidewalks and intersections to see just how accessible that area of the community really is. Among the group was Mayor Friesen. He offered his thoughts following the walkabout.
I'm wearing welding glasses, so I can see, but barely. I did have a motorized wheelchair, and I got stuck. I could see that in today's world here, like it's a car-driven society or vehicle-driven society. So you're on the side of the road kind of waiting for a break in traffic, even though, you may have the right-of-way, it doesn't feel like you have the right-of-way. So there's an education part that really need to work on too. We were told when they did an kind of like a report card or an assessment last year, we need way more signs. So the community needs signs. We can see that the challenges with the sidewalks that are bumpy, as they all are, we may, when we're walking, never notice them, but when you're in a wheelchair or even can't see very well, a bump or a lip that can cause a serious injury.
Committee member Wendy Friesen lives with a physical disability herself and played an active role in plotting the route used in Tuesday's exercise.
What did it mean for you to be able to, organize this for folks and be able to kind of highlight some of the things that you see on a daily basis that most of us don't?
Well, I really appreciate the folks taking the time and making the effort to come and be a part of something like this. Yeah. And for me now, it's about 7 years since I've had a physical disability, and so prior to that, I also wasn't aware of a lot of these things. And so it's been especially since I've moved to Altona about 3.5 years ago and am navigating a lot more on my own that I've become aware of what poses a challenge and where things work well and where they don't work so well. And so hopefully we can bring a greater awareness to some of those things and little by little kind of start to chip away at making improvements.
And Amy Pankewich chairs the Accessibility Committee. She became a bit emotional as she navigated the route. I asked her why removing accessibility barriers is so important to her.
It's a basic human right. Everybody should be included. We talk a lot about respect in sport and play in sport and how every child has a right to play, but not every child can go to the playground. Not every young adult can take themselves to their jobs because of barriers in the city. So we really need to extend ourselves and lend a hand where we can. It's the right thing to do.
Mayor Friesen notes council has set aside $25,000 in the town's 2019 budget in order to kickstart the effort, and says this work will require buy-in from everyone in the future. For Pembina Valley Online, I'm Candace Dirksen.